Hello, world. If you're listening to me, thanks for joining me. I'm Terrence Summers, and I'll be your host on this segment called NFL Deep Dive. On NFL Deep Dive, we'll do a breakdown of the previous week's NFL matchups, which will this episode will be the first episode will be Week 1 of the 2024 NFL season. In this segment, of course, being local here in Tennessee, we'll take a deep look into the Tennessee Titans. And if you don't know, you will know after this. I am a diehard Baltimore Ravens fan. So, of course, we'll take a deep dive on the Baltimore Ravens also. But, if you're an NFL fan, join me, leave comments, talk about it. I would love discussion back and forth with people about, the takes I have and different takes other people have. NFL football is one thing I'm very passionate about. And just as I am high school football, if you know me. But I'm not really much of a college fan, Notre Dame fan, of course, Tennessee Vol fan, being here local in Tennessee. But if there's ever, an NFL team you're specifically a fan of, please leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to take a deeper dive into their weeks. But let's start this off. Week 1, the Tennessee Titans with, second-year quarterback Will Levis traveled up to Chicago to face first overall and Heisman winner Caleb Williams, the Chicago Bears, to open up the 2024 season. The Titans came out very, very strong, 13-3 lead at halftime. And I thought the offense was moving well. Tony Pollard, 16 carries, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Thought he did, well in the first half. Offensive line looked good in the first half. Defense played well all day. Lights out by that defense, not giving up, too much at all. No scores by, of course, the Chicago Bears offense. Chicago only scoring on special teams and by a pick six, given up by Will Levis. A very blatant pick six. That's, he wish he's had back all week. Listening to local radio, 104.5, the guys do a great job of covering the Tennessee Titans inside and out. And Will Levis has definitely felt the brood of the fans and his players of that bad interception that ultimately lost the game. He had 2 picks in that game. Will Levis, 19 for 32, 127 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Was playing good the first half. I thought he did a good job managing the game, and just second half just lost it. Caleb Williams, 14 for 29, 93 yards passing, 0 touchdowns. Very, very average career opener for Caleb Williams, the first overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. Like I said, the Titans just came out, looked good first half. A 26-yard touchdown run by Tony Pollard, followed by Nick Folk, 40-yard field goal. Chig Okonkwo, 17-yard touchdown catch from Will Levis. And then second half, offense just literally completely disappeared. Offense gave up points by, like I said, that pick six. And that ultimately killed the Titans with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And the Titans lost that one 24-17. Things I took away from that Titans game, like I said, first half Tony Pollard looked good. I think him and Spears being a combination in that backfield will be good for Tennessee. I think the Titans need to use Chig a little bit more. Chig, Okonkwo, in this offense, Bill, Callahan coming from Cincinnati. If you look back to that Cincinnati team, 2 years ago, I believe, when Burrow was healthy, and they tried to make another playoff run after the Super Bowl, a player that came to mind for that team was tight end Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst in 2022 for the Bengals, 52 receptions, 414 yards, 2 touchdowns. And in my opinion, Chig is a way better player than Hayden Hurst. Not taking nothing away from Hayden Hurst at all. Hayden Hurst is a baller. Of course, got drafted by my Baltimore Ravens in the first round of the 2018 draft, along with Lamar. Lamar, he was drafted before Lamar Jackson was in that first round of the 2018 draft. And for us, for the Ravens, he only played 2 seasons. Was traded, of course, as Mark Andrews came about, but he had a good season for the Falcons. In 2020, 56 receptions, 571 yards, 6 touchdowns. And I know big in that 2022 season for the Bengals, he was Joe Burrow's comfort blanket. Like when Chase wasn't open, T. Higgins wasn't open, he'd dump it down to Hayden Hurst. And I feel like Chig could be the Hayden Hurst for Will Levis in this offense that Callahan's bringing to Tennessee. But as I said, Titans drop a tough week 1 game in Chicago to the hands of the Bears, and self-inflicted loss for the Titans, 24-17. Definitely a game the Titans will want to forget sooner than later, as the 0-1 Jets coming to town, licking their wounds from a Monday night loss in San Francisco, which in that game we'll get in more details later. Aaron Rodgers, 13 for 21, 167, a touchdown and one pick. He definitely started like he got a little bit more comfortable as that game went on. After the Achilles injury last year, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be coming into Tennessee very comfortable next week. But that's it on the Titans. Like I said, Titans tough loss in Chicago at the hands of the Bears, and rookie first overall pick Caleb Williams with a 24-17 loss. Other games last week, of course, Friday night you had Packers-Eagles. Eagles pull out 34-29 win over the Packers. I thought the Eagles looked good. Jalen Hurts, of course, 2 turnovers. You can't have that. 20 for 34 for Jalen Hurts, 278, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Got to limit those turnovers. You know, as you get on, of course, we think them and the Lions and San Francisco will definitely be the 3 teams in the NFC mix late in the season. Turnovers like that against either one of those teams, you're going to take an L every day, all day. 24 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns for Saquon Barkley, 5 catches, 119 yards receiving, 1 touchdown for A.J. Brown. That offense looked good. Take away the turnovers, they might score 40. Eagles definitely rolling, and they're going to be somebody to keep your eye out for all season. Saints 47, Panthers 10, straight up whooping in the Superdome Sunday. Derek Carr 19 for 23, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara 15 carries, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Saints just killed them. Bryce Young 13 for 30, 161 yards, 2 picks. Just couldn't protect them, man. Up front, they look very, very bad. And if they don't fix those problems, you know, I don't know if it's free agency, some trades. I don't know. If they don't fix those problems soon, I don't know if Bryce Young will even make it through the season. Vikings 28, Giants 6. Now, a lot of people didn't see this coming. Vikings, of course, you know, went out the end of not starting the rookie and went with veteran Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold went 19 for 24, 208, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. New addition from NFC North rival, Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones, 14 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. And Justin Jefferson, 4 receptions, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. I just feel like, you know, Sam Darnold did a great job of, you know, kind of managing that game. Aaron Jones looked good rushing the ball. But it came down to Daniel Jones, 22 for 42, 186 yards, 2 interceptions for the Giants. Just couldn't get the Giants going with those picks. You know, turnovers is going to kill you every time. And I think Sam Darnold looked good being the Vikings starter. I would keep him going and let the young rook learn. And, you know, next year, let him get his chance. Or later in the season, you never know how the season goes. Long season. Moving on, we go ahead to Patriots-Bengals. You know, I'm an AFC North guy, as I said, Baltimore Ravens fan. 16-10, the Patriots beat the Bengals in the jungle. Love to see it. Jacoby Brissett, another quarterback starting in place of a rookie. 15 for 24, 121 yards, no touchdowns thrown, but Ramondre Stevenson, he stole the show. 25 carries, 120 yards, 1 touchdown. Was dominant. And for me, as I said again, I'm going to say it, AFC North fan, Baltimore Ravens fan, I love to see these numbers by Stevenson because I know that Bengals run defense ain't looking too good right now. And with King Henry, Justice Hill, you know, I love to see that same run defense in a few weeks. But as you know, the Bengals always start slow and they lick their wounds and they get going. Joe Burrow, 21 for 29, 164, no passing touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 6 receptions, 62 yards receiving coming off the holdout. No training camp time. Tough loss for the Bengals in the jungle, and then it's not going to get no better for them. They play Kansas City this week, so we'll see how that goes. Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers, another AFC North foe, travel down to Atlanta to face the Falcons. Steelers come out with a win 18-10 with no offensive touchdowns happening. Justin Fields gets a start over Russell Wilson and no touchdowns scored, but of course that Steelers defense with TJ Watt and company come out on top. That was a crazy game. Didn't think they was going to win it. Thought this game was definitely the Falcons. The Falcons just couldn't get it done. Texans-Colts. Texans win this from 29-27. I feel the Colts definitely battled. Nobody probably saw this game being this close, especially with Anthony Richardson coming off, injury, missing a lot of last season. Thought the Texans looked good offensively. Not gonna lie to you, flew around. C.J. Stroud 24 for 32, 234, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon 30 carries, 159 yards in the score. Nico Collins 6 receptions, 117 yards. Just it was nice. No way to sugarcoat that. The coach, I thought Anthony Richards looked all right. He missed some throws, but 2 touchdowns to the air, 212 yards, 9 for 19. He threw a pick too, and I think the one thing the coach gonna want to fix, especially being in the AFC South with the Texans, the Titans, and the Jags, is these rushing yards. Anthony Richardson, 6 carries, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. He can't be a leading rusher week in, week out, or he's again won't make it throughout the season. But great win there for the Texans, 29-27 to get the season rolling. It's definitely with an AFC South win, you can't beat it. Next up, Bills 34, Cardinals 28. I thought the Cardinals was gonna win this early on, but Kyler Murray, of course, just started being Kyler Murray and couldn't find a side of a barn. Kyler Murray 21 for 31, 162, 1 touchdown. Missed Marvin Harrison Jr. wide open for a touchdown. They could have probably tied or actually won this game because they lost 34-28. They would have won with an extra point. Kyler Murray was also their leading rusher with 5 carries, 57 yards, which you never want to see. And Greg Dortch was their leading receiver, 6 receptions, 47 yards. Josh Allen went 18 for 23, 232, 2 touchdowns. James Cook, 19 carries, 71 yards. Keon Coleman, 4 receptions, 51 yards in his debut. I thought the Bills looked all right. I mean, they didn't just wow me, especially how deep this AFC is. I thought the Chargers looked good. Of course, Kansas City beat us on Thursday night. Like I said, the Texans looked good. It's just a few more teams I thought looked way better than the Bills did. And this is my personal opinion. You'll see as we get going throughout the season doing this quick segment. I don't think the Bills are gonna make the playoffs. It's just my personal opinion. I don't think I don't think 3 teams will come out of the East, AFC East. I mean, I may be wrong, of course. That's why they play the game, but we'll see. But the Bills come out on top at Orchard Park, 34-28 over the Cardinals. Dolphins, Jags. Dolphins 20, Jags 17. This game in Miami, of course. Before, after the crazy thing with Tyreek Hill pregame, the Dolphins come out and Tyreek come out and go stupid. Tua 23 for 37, 338 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Jeff Wilson Jr., their leading carrier, 5 carries, 26 yards. Tyreek Hill, 7 receptions, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Just cheetah being cheetah, man. Trevor Lawrence, 12 for 21, 162, 1 touchdown. Tank Bigsby, 12 carries, 73 yards. Gabe Davis, the Jaguars' leading receiver, 3 receptions, 62 yards. I thought this game was close. This game is definitely how we thought it would be. As I'm speaking and making this, the Dolphins are actually playing the Bills tonight in the AFC East matchup, and that will have a lot of playoff implications. Even though we're in week 2, and of course they play each other again, but I think this was a night will kind of set the tone on how things go. But Jags look good. They look good. Defense looks very good. I think the offense will catch up eventually, but Tua and Tyreek week 1 was just too much for them. They weren't ready for that, especially being in Miami. I think the Dolphins just walked away with that one. Great win by the Dolphins, 20-17. Good momentum builder for them. Broncos and Seattle, up in Seattle with the 12th man. Seattle 26, Broncos 20. It was a good game here. Bo Nix got the start, rookie, 26 for 42, 132, 2 picks. Bad first outing. Bo Nix was also the leading rusher for the Broncos. As I said, you never want to see that. But Geno Smith came out, great game, 18 for 25, 171, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Good game for Geno. You want to take away that turnover, of course, but it happens every now and then. Everybody gets paid out here. Kenneth Walker, third, 20 carries, 103, 1 touchdown. Great day for them on the ground. And Tyler Lockett, 6 receptions, 77 yards. I think the Seahawks, of course they're in that tough division, but I think you might want to not, look away too quick on them as they get the thing rolling and the season goes on. I think they'll make a little noise and they probably make the playoffs. Raiders 10, Chargers 22. Jim Harbaugh debut back in the NFL. Justin Herbert, 17 for 26, 144, one touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 5 receptions, 39 yards, one touchdown. And of course, J.K. Dobbins, 10 carries, 135 yards, one touchdown. Love to see that from the former Raven. Getting his chance to get out there and be the leading carrier. And still 10 carries is crazy. Like, feed him and Gus, man. But hey, that's Greg Roman. They know what they got with him before. If they feel like going back to that, so have it. Gardner Minshew for the Raiders, 25 for 33, 257, one touchdown, one interception. Zamir White was their leading carrier, 13 carries, 44 yards. And Jacoby Myers, 3 receptions, 61 yards. Not much offense for the Raiders. Just couldn't get in the end zone, couldn't finish it off. And the Raiders will be traveling to Baltimore this Sunday for the Ravens opener. Can't wait for that one. Cowboys 33, Browns 17. I did not see this coming. Can't lie to you. Thought the Browns would, be ready for at home week 1. Sean Watson coming back. He finished the season pretty good before he got injured. He beat us in Baltimore actually. And he just didn't look good at all. And in my opinion, I think they threw the ball a little too much. 24 for 45 was Deshaun Watson. 169 yards, one touchdown, 2 interceptions. Jerome Ford, 12 carries, 44 yards, one touchdown. David Njoku, 4 receptions, 44 yards. Deshaun Watson throwing the ball 45 times is not going to win for the Browns. With a defense like you got with Myles Garrett and company over there, they got a good secondary. Run the football, man, and run the football and make this a ground attack type game and a ground attack rugged team. That's what the Browns should be. Throwing the ball 45 times is not it. Dak Prescott, 19 for 32, 179 yards, one touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 10 carries, 40 yards, one touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, after his holdout, 5 receptions, 61 yards. Cowboys didn't look like world beaters, but they did what they needed to do. They looked good on special teams. Don't forget he had a 69-yard touchdown return by Turpin. And, that was great. I mean, I love to see, of course, with the new kickoff rule, we're waiting to see, crazy kickoff returns. But I think Turpin got it started here with a 60-yard return here in week 1. And it kind of propelled them on to victory. Good win for the Cowboys. You want to start off in the winning column, definitely with their fan base, because if you don't, they would have heard about it come Monday morning. Commanders, Buccaneers 37, Commanders 20. Good game by Baker Mayfield, man. 24 for 30, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. Couldn't ask for a better start for Baker. And Bucky Irvin, 9 carries, 62 yards, and Chris Godwin still being in Tampa, still being Mr. Consistent. 8 receptions, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. You got him there, you got to use him. Him and Mike Evans, it makes Baker Mayfield's job a whole lot easier. Jaden Daniels, 17 for 24, 184 yards in his rookie debut. Jaden Daniels also the leading rusher for the Commanders with 16 carries, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. Austin Eckler, 4 receptions, 52 yards. And, in my opinion, as this goes on, I'm going to get more open and more comfortable talking, and this will get a lot better. But Austin Eckler leaving the Chargers because he said he didn't want to be the lead horse. He didn't want to carry the ball, 30 times. If I was Commanders, I wouldn't have picked him up, honestly, because I don't want my rookie Jaden Daniels carrying the ball 16 times, man. And Austin Eckler, 4 receptions. I get you want to, get Jaden Daniels out there, but Austin Eckler need to carry the ball. You did a running back who can carry the ball and keep Jaden Daniels upright. Austin Eckler was the leading receiver for the Commanders with 4 receptions, 52 yards. That's just different to me. The Commanders got their, how they want to do it. They can do it. They lost to the Bucs 37-20 Sunday. Rams Lions. You had Jared Goff facing his old team, and Stafford back in Denver again. In Detroit again. Lions pull this one out 26-20. Good battle. Matthew Stafford, 34 for 49, 317, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kyron Williams was their leading rusher, 18 carries, 50 yards and a touchdown. And Cooper Kupp, Mr. Reliable, 14 receptions, 110, 1 touchdown. Jared Goff, 18 for 28, 217, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. David Montgomery, 17 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Jameson Williams, of course, great day. 5 receptions, 121, and a touchdown. A great hard-nosed NFC football game. And it's kind of, if you are a NFC West fan, like, you just keep your eyes open for these Rams. Like I said Seattle earlier. So I think the Cardinals, you kind of write them off right now. I still wouldn't write them off too early. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray, they might find something. They might, get some things going. They might find something. But these Rams, the 49ers, of course, who own the division, and the Seahawks, they're gonna have some good battles. I see a couple of games might be split. It might not be 49ers running off 2-0. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think some of these games get split because the Lions 26-20 is a great ball game and might be a potential playoff matchup like it was last season. And we'll finish up with the Jets and 49ers. Jets 19, 49ers 32. I feel like the 49ers completely dominated the ball game after like the second series. Aaron Rodgers 13 for 21, 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Breece Hall 16 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Allen Lazard 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think Aaron Rodgers got comfortable as the game went on. That's why I said earlier the Titans might be in trouble when Aaron Rodgers coming to Nashville Sunday, because he got a little more comfortable when he started throwing that ball. He was throwing straight strikes all night. Beautiful passes. I mean, like, as soon as the receivers would get out their break, ball was on the numbers. He looked good, looked back. I'm excited to see him Sunday in Tennessee against this Titans defense that, like I said, didn't give up a touchdown this past Sunday. Brock Purdy, 19 for 29, 231 yards passing, no touchdowns though. Jordan Mason, the Gallatin guy, local Tennessee guy, 28 carries, 147 yards, 1 touchdown, with McCaffrey being out with Achilles tendonitis. Jordan Mason did a heck of a job coming in. And, of course, next week, whoever they play, they're going to be looking out for him. Jawan Jennings, another Tennessee guy, 5 receptions, 64 yards. As the San Francisco 49ers get a week 1 win at home, 32-19 over the Jets. And, of course, we'll finish up with my Baltimore Ravens. We'll start off with the Titans 1 week, and we'll start off with the Ravens 1 week, and we'll end with the Titans 1 week, and end with the Ravens 1 week. That's how we'll keep it going. As I try something new here and talking NFL football. Big NFL fan, as I said, huge Baltimore Ravens fan. My Ravens dropped the Thursday night season opener in Arrowhead as the defending champs raised their banners. 27-20, the Ravens lost at the hands of the Kansas City Chiefs. Back-to-back Super Bowl champs, looking to make it a three-peat, which I hope we can make, we can ruin come late January. But great game. Couldn't ask for a better season opener, besides my Ravens winning, of course. But great game. Patrick Mahomes, 20 for 28, 291 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Of course, that 1 interception came at the hands of Roquan Smith, but I think it kind of came in the hands of Justin Madubuike and Travis Jones. Pressing the middle of that defensive line. He tried to step up. Mahomes couldn't step up. He just kind of flicked it up he tried to get it up to Pacheco. And lo and behold, there goes 0. Great play there by Roquan. And you don't see Patrick Mahomes make mistakes like that too often. So great play. Isaiah Pacheco, 15 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. And Rashee Rice, 7 receptions, 103 yards. Rashee Rice looked good. The rookie, Worthy, looked good. That offense is going to be clicking come January. And when it's cold outside, you go to Kansas City, and they're running around like that. It's going to be great, beautiful football. I can't wait to see it. Chris Jones and company did a good job on defense. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, man, back-to-back champs. Ain't too much more you can say about that. And then for the offense, for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 26 for 41, 273, 1 touchdown. Lamar Jackson, our leading rusher. Like I said, I don't like to see quarterbacks leading rusher, but for us, maybe a little different because this is probably the greatest running quarterback we've ever seen. 16 carries, 122 yards for Lamar. Isaiah Likely, 9 receptions, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. I think Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews are, in my opinion, already the best tight end combo in the NFL. As the weeks go on, I think that's going to become more relevant and more obvious to people in the sports world. Combination of these two, along with Derrick Henry and this offensive line and Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. I mean, it's so much. Like I think them 2 tight ends are going to thrive. But as I said, I speak about the O-line. It's a little bit of worry there too. You got to fix. I think that right guard position is a spot that's going to have to be kind of looked at more. I know Started off the game with McCary at right tackle. Then you went to Rosenberg. Then, you started off right guard with Falele. And then, kind of moved in different people. I never seen Ben Cleveland get that spot right there. Ben Cleveland did a good job in preseason. I like to see him get some more reps at right guard. Of course, your center is, your left guard did a great job in his NFL debut. Second year out of USC Voorhees, he did a great job at left guard. And of course, Ronnie Stanley, the consistent pro at left tackle. I think the O-line is going to be very good, but that right guard spot has to be fixed, and has to be fixed in the coming weeks before you get into division play, and it really becomes a weakness and costs you. But for the Ravens, great, good offensive night. No turnovers for Lamar Jackson besides the strip sack. But you can kind of put that on the offensive line. Got to protect them more. But Ravens look good. Kansas City Chiefs look a little bit better. Excited to see how the Ravens do this Sunday as we go home to face the Las Vegas Raiders. A few matchups that's coming up week 2. Of course, as I said, tonight I'm recording the show on Thursday night. The Bills are currently up 17-7 over the Dolphins in the second quarter. And I'm sitting here saying the Bills wouldn't be a playoff team. And they're down there in South Beach beating up on the Dolphins. But, hey, they proved me wrong. But 49ers and Vikings this week, Seahawks and Patriots, Giants, Commanders, Chargers and Panthers, Saints and Cowboys, Colts and Packers, Browns and Jags is a very intriguing game that I think will have some intel on the AFC playoff picture. That's a game you might want to watch. I think that's going to come back to haunt one of these teams if they lose that game come Sunday. Jets, Titans, I like that matchup. Buccaneers, Lions, that's another potential playoff matchup we need to keep eyes on. They can come back later on. As I said, Raiders at Ravens, Rams, Cardinals, Bengals, Chiefs, Steelers, Broncos, Falcons, Eagles, Bears, Texans, Bengals, Chiefs is another one. That game come back to bite one of these teams come playoff time. And for me, it's a win-win. the Chiefs can get an L or the Bengals can get an L. Either one is good with me. If Chiefs go 1-1, Bengals go 1-1. Bengals go 0-2. However they want to play that out, I'm perfectly fine with it. But as I said, there's the few matchups I want to see this week. A few things I got from last week before we call this end of episode 1. First successful kickoff return. We've seen the first successful kickoff return with a puller. If you watch the Titans and Bears, the Titans had a puller. I'm sorry, let's take it back. The Bears had a puller, and the Bears pulled a guy through, and the guy got up the sideline. It was beautiful. It opened up like the Red Sea. I think that'll be something we see more and more as the season goes on. Guys being pulled and trappers, all that kind of stuff in his kick return. And the last thing here, seen a few Guardian caps. I know one person everybody mentioned was Jabril Peppers. Everybody saw his Guardian cap for the Patriots. It was crazy to see because you really couldn't see until the camera got in close and saw him on the field. But NFL wearing the Guardian caps on the field is crazy. But it's it's the time we're in, man. They want to protect the players more. But that was crazy to see. I thought that was pretty dope to actually see in the game time experience like that. But that's it, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me, talking about NFL football. As I said, if any team or anything you want me to go more detailed in, I can do that for you. I'm just here happy to talk about NFL football as the season gets on. I have a few guests as the season go on, a few football junkies like myself, and we'll just talk ball, man. And as I said, Sunday the Jets will be traveling to the Titans. Both teams 0-1, looking to get in the win column. And the Raiders will travel to my Baltimore Ravens. And both of those teams are 0-1 trying to get in the win column. Appreciate y'all tuning in with me. I'm T. Summers. And this has been NFL Deep Dive. See you next week.